Is it harder to raise $25 million to make a film, or is it harder to raise $1 or $2 million for a smaller film?
Hear ye, hear ye, hear ye.
The answer is easy. It's harder to raise $1 million than 25 million. I understand there's a prejudice against films under $1 million.
If you don't know the man, you at least know his work. And I'm talking about none other than Digital Underground and Tupac Shakur come from this man right here. Now that it's been 20 years since Tupac has been dead, what do you think his music means to the world? Does it mean anything less than what you thought it would mean when you signed him?
Oh, it means a whole lot more than I thought it would mean when I signed him. It means everything to so many different people. I meet people from all over the world, all cultures, white, black, Asian, Hispanic, all cultures. It has some meaning. Some lyrics have meaning to everybody.
How do you feel that you done signed one of rap's biggest stars?
Proud. Very proud, very lucky, very blessed. We worked hard to help get him to where he was, along with everything that he did and just what he brought to the table. And there's a whole, it's like anything, any child. He wasn't a child when I met him, but any child needs a village. Any artist needs a village. Tupac had a village. He had a village of many, many people helping and surrounding him to help his story to be told.
Money B always tells this story that you had to bring Tupac on tour, or Tupac was going to go to Atlanta to join some organization.
New African Panthers.
And so tell us a little bit about that story.
So we were shopping Tupac's deal all around.
What year we talking?
We're talking 1990. We're talking 1990. In 1990, we were shopping Tupac's deal all over the country for almost every major label in the country. No one wanted to sign him at that time. So Tupac's like, well, if no one wants me, I'm done. They want me to be the president of New African Panthers. I'm gonna move back to Atlanta. That's just what I'm gonna do. And we're like, no, man, you have too much of a future. Stay here, and let's go on the road. And Shot actually took, I think it was Mun's brother, Cullen, off of the road so Tupac could go on the road. So actually Cullen had a lot to do with Tupac as well. That's why I'm saying it takes a village. It's not just one person. It was Mun's brother who was going to go on the road with Digital, and then he, Shot's like, hey man, do you mind not going? So Pac can go.
Where was y'all going? And was it a big tour?
It was a big tour. It was a big tour.
World or national?
It was national, and then we also went to Japan. I know Pac went to Japan with us. He didn't go to Europe with us. So yeah.
Who was he on the road before he got seasoned?
Who was he?
He was seasoned.
Oh, he was just a fun kid, liked to hang out, all the road stuff, which we won't talk about, but all the different road stuff that happens, and he's just fun and enjoy life.
Did you have to was you big brother or was you Pops?
Pops.
You was Pops, you had to be the responsible one?
My ankle's jacked up today behind some stuff that Tupac did. I'd go grab him before all the women grabbed him.
Well, I don't want to hold you forever, man. The one and only Atron Gregory, the man who signed Tupac. Don't forget it.
All right. Hey, man, good seeing you.
Thank you, baby. Man, we here again at the Mechanix day party. They doing with hieroglyphics. All the town is out here. Velion. Y'all might not have heard of him, but if you from the town and you know about that underground rap, you heard of it. So tell them about the album, man. Tell them about the album.
I got the Stranded on the Wire album coming out, produced exclusively by the Mechanix. Be out July 29th.
Now tell me this. We at the Mechanix day party. What is it about the Mechanix you let them exclusively record your album? Why do people like you, Styling, Yuck Mouth, Filthy Rich, why y'all like Mechanix beats? What is a Mechanix beat? Tell me what it is in words.
For me, it's a painkiller. Every beat is a painkiller. You feel me?
Yeah.
I got a lot of pain. I got a lot of things to express, and I do it better on Mechanix beats. To me, they the best. To me. It's a lot of dope producers, but to me, they the best. You know, and they know they got the formula. They bring the formula together and talk to you, make you say some real shit.
What is it? Is it the 808 beat? Now,
Man,
let's talk about the beat.
Okay.
What is the beat? And creatively, what is a Mechanix beat that you like?
It's a hard-ass 808, Oakland bass line, that dope-ass bass line, them hi-hats, the strings, the snares, the claps, the whole shit, and it's soulful. You feel me? It's real deeply rooted, and it just make you speak the truth.
Tell them about your album. What kind of content are we dealing with on the album?
A little bit, it's a spin-off of the Under the Hood album. You know what I mean? They made it a little deeper, a lot of storytelling. You know what I mean? It's just real deep, bro. It's classic, timeless music. Timeless music, that's the best word I can say for it. It's timeless.
The date is July what?
29th, baby.
And give them all your Twitter and all that, how they contact
Follow
you.
me on Veil_Livewire Instagram. You feel me? Go check out my video, Hennessy Don't Help, the single out now. It's on Spotify, Google Play, all the shit. You can go purchase it, watch the video, all the shit. And I'm coming. I got a couple of more videos about to drop too.
Velion. Y'all
Believe
hear
that.
it?
Believe that.
It's my brother.
Straight up.
Stay. Hey man, Jay Stylin, the young legend, one of the kings of the town. He here at the Mechanix Day Party. Stylin, you've been fucking with the Mechanix since day one. What makes a Mechanix beat?
Since day one. What make a mechanic beat is when Dot and Tweed both get in the studio and combine on the beat. That's what make a mechanic beat. I seen them both make beats separately. They're both dope separately. But two heads is always better than one.
What do a Mechanix beat sound like? What is Stylin looking for when you about to do that new album and you come to the Mechanix? What do you know that you getting from the Mechanix? Why you don't go to Brud down the street from the Mechanix? Why you come to the Mechanix?
Cause they got that hood sound, that grimy sound. They got them heart-filled beats that's allows you to express your feelings better. You feel me? Mm-hmm. Their music is like a therapist. You know, like if you go and sit down and talk to a therapist every day about how you feel, you're gonna go and you're gonna be able to express yourself better when you talking to somebody else rather than a motherfucker who just always mad and got all his feelings bottled all in and he just explode. A Mechanix beat is like a therapist. They allow you to express yourself better. That's how I feel about it.
You know, I ain't never told you, man. You know, we done came up together and spent a decade together and all that. But you know that Prenup was one of my favorite hip-hop albums.
I'm glad. It was one of my favorite too.
No, you already know that. Dude. So,
no, man.
No, but look, I brought that up because we was just talking. You and Dot was just talking. And Dot, the producer of the Mechanix, didn't like a lot of the hits. Why is that? I mean, y'all difference in age. In hip-hop generations, y'all different generations. Why is it that you felt like certain shit was gonna be a hit and he couldn't see that it was? What is your analysis of that?
Because I was a musical genius, but he just didn't know that yet.
Jay Stylin,
I got the ear. I had an ear too. I had an ear back then, but I'm the person that heard the Shady Nates and the Filthy Riches and the Lil Bloods and decided to help them better their craft and help them with their music career. And now look at all of them now. You feel me?
Right.
I was the person that heard them first and was like, y'all niggas gonna be somebody. These the next niggas. Stevie Joe too. These the next niggas of the forefront.
Because they did come
of the
through
Bay
the
Area
wire.
of Oakland. You
They
feel
came
me?
through the wire.
One thing about the wire, all talent came through the wire. That's for sure.
What is the criteria for somebody getting on the wire? When you look and they coming to you and they presenting and they trying to do a freestyle rap for Styling the General of the Wire, what do you look for?
Work ethic.
Work ethic.
Work ethic.
First.
I respect a nigga more who come hand me a CD than a nigga who come tries to rap in my ear.
Why?
Because if you serious about it, you have been in the studio. Don't get serious when you see a nigga that do it. You feel me? You not serious about it if you don't have no material. Don't run up to me and try to rap up in my ear if you don't got no CDs. That's not serious. That's like trying to get a bundle from the dope man when you ain't never sold no dope. He ain't finna front you nothing, nigga. He don't even know if you can move the shit.
Right.
But if you out there moving shit already, you feel me? And he know you got shit rolling, and then you see, like, fuck with me, bro. You see what I'm doing. You see how I'm moving, nigga. You see me. You see me, don't you? I see you.
Right.
You can't run up and rap in a nigga ear if he don't see you first.
Right.
You gotta make a motherfucker see you first. When I met
respect
Ford,
gotta come first.
when I first met E40,
I was there.
he was like, "Oh, so
Heard
you,
of
Jay Star? I heard of you,
remember.
little nigga. Keep doing your thing. Woo, woo, woo."
Alameda.
Like that, exactly. The Keek video shoot, exactly, like that.
Tell me when to go then, huh? Was the tell me when to go? Or was it which one?
It was
Super hyphy?
That's my word.
That's
Keek,
my word.
that's my
Okay,
word. It's
okay.
Keek video shoot. 40 came and did a cameo.
Okay. Tell us what styling got up and what is it sounding like?
Oh, you know, man, it just... My music is just still vintage. I try not to never change. It's gonna sound like the struggle. I mean, you know, look where we at. We still in East Oakland. Look, I still got on a white t-shirt. I still speak for the niggas who wear white t-shirts.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But I got a new mixtape coming out. I should have stayed in school next month, July 15th. Then I got the new album, On Behalf of the Streets 2, the 10-year anniversary, produced exclusively by the Mechanix, come out on 9/11, September 11th.
Last question. How has having a son affected you? I know that you didn't put your son on your album cover, and I didn't see you at Hyro Day with him. How has having a son affected the rapper Jay Styles?
Ain't nothing important no more but him and these checks. That's it.
It changed the importance in life?
It changed the importance of life. That's it. I want, you feel me? Like, I just was looking at my son, like he running around my living room. I'm just looking at him, and I'm thinking about the money I have in the bank, and I'm like, this little nigga don't got to worry about nothing. Like, he don't even know it yet, but Pop's good. You feel me?
Yeah.
And growing up as kids, we never had that feeling. You feel me?
Yeah.
Like, long as I keep doing what I'm doing right now, my son will never have to do none of the shit I had to do. All he got to do is go to school, get his education, and pick which college he want to go to. And, you know, life is going to be a choice for him. It's not going to be a force for him. You feel me? I was forced to sell drugs. I was forced to do shit. Feel me? I want everything for my son is going to be a choice. I want to choose to go to college. No, Daddy, I don't want to go to college. I want to start a business. I want to be an 18-year-old entrepreneur. He going to have that choice. Feel me?
Right.
Life is about giving our kids choices.
That's right.
Look at my nigga. That's why I love it. That's my nigga. That's why I love it.
Grown
Life is
man
about
status.
choices, man.
Grown man
You
status.
don't never want to put your children in a position where they feel like they have to do something.
Grown man. Jay
Feel me?
Styling. I'm glad to see that my brother is here in the flesh, looking good, successful, and makes dope music that I like
girl.
too. Give him your Twitters, bro, because I know everybody on you. Give him your Twitter and how they find
you know,
you.
man, it's Jay Styling Livewire, everything. Jay Styling Livewire, Snapchat, Facebook, Twitter. No, it's just J space Styling is the Facebook.
Spell it.
J space STALIN, Styling, that's the Facebook. But Jay Styling Livewire just spelled out one big word. JSTALIN LIVEWIRE. That's the Facebook, that's the Instagram, the Twitter, and the Snapchat. Follow a real nigga. On Behalf of the Streets, dropping September 11th. It's an emergency.
Love you, boy. Listen, I'm doing a hip hop.
Am I my brother's keeper?
Yes, I am.
Am I my brother's keeper?
Yes, I
Am I my brother's keeper?
am. Yes, I am.
Let me tell you about the best. Rapping about SF, Black Film Festival. You know we next to blow. Best positive black films on the planet. And you know you gotta have it. This flow comes to show we have our fingers on the pulse of what it means to be black. A whack rap, nah, not that. We dispel negative stereotypes with positive films. Yup, that's right. No pimping, drug pushing, no wimping. This is what we build, man. National and international films, film festival every June 10th. Listen to what I said. We had the remedy for your Hollywood addiction, located in San Fran. That place you've been missing. Yeah.
It's the Minister of Information, JR. I'm here with Garrett Caples. Garrett Caples is one of the few white writers in the Bay, period, that even approached the hood and was putting hood talent in the streets. Garrett, why?
Because it was the most important art going on in the Bay Area to me.
Why you say that? Because the East Bay Express really doesn't talk about black art, and a lot of times, as a writer myself, we don't see what we respect reflected in the pages. But with you, it was different. You had the culture that we respected. Was there a struggle? To get Jay Stalin and Mistah FAB and the Mechanix into the East Bay Express when you was working there?
A little bit, only that you had to explain who they were. You know, it's like the funny thing about all those papers like the Guardian and the Express and all that, they would cover the craziest white music and then only like kind of MTV level black music. You know, so it was just trying to show them, look, there's all this great black music going on right under your nose, and you're not covering it. And this is what those types of papers ought to be covering.
How did you get in tune with it, be it that you're not in the streets in Oakland? How'd you get in tune with it?
Yeah, just through accidents. You know, it's like when I got into hip-hop, I got into Digital Underground, and then I met them at a show. Then I met Dot from the Mechanix, and everything just kind of snowballed, you know, and I was just, I just wanted to, go run around here and meet people and go to different neighborhoods and see what was going on. And it was a lot of luck, and really, like, Dot really is the unsung hero of sort of music coverage of the Bay Area in a way, because he had so many contacts. He could really, like, when he would be in touch with someone, he would be able to hook you up with whoever you needed to get in touch with. And completely crucial in my writing career, to be able to hook up with all these different rappers that are hard to get in touch with otherwise.
How would you define the Mechanix music? Why is the Mechanix special right here on this coast?
Well, it's because to me it's the best of everything, because it's in the middle of the hyphy period. They had a very kind of old school, sort of grimier Oakland
mob
aesthetic
music
to them.
sound.
Yeah. It's like they kept the mob music alive when everything kind of went hyphy, and it's not like they were against that. They could fuck with it, but they were, they sort of were really in touch with the roots of Bay Area hip hop, and in a way that still shows, and is why I think they've still been able, on the streets at least, to be really popular in the Bay Area, because they're really in touch with the whole evolution of the Bay Area sound.
Garrett Caples, my favorite white hip-hop writer in the Bay.
JR, thank you.
We are live. This is my big cuss, Bone. We live at the Hieroglyphics Imperium compound, and we at the Mechanix Day Party. Everybody that's anybody in Oakland underground hip-hop is here. It's the Minister of Information, JR, Big Bone, and we in this thing. I'm here with Fabi Davis, Mistah FAB. You might know him as the community man, your hood rapper, or just homie from 45th, the one and only Fab. He got Son of a Pimp 2. That's in stores now, or I should say online now. Zero is on it. Kendrick Lamar is on it. Schoolboy Q is on it. Slim Thug is on it, among a million other people. So we here to talk to him about what's going on in life. We at the Hyro building still. We got the Mechanix. We got at the Mechanix Day Party. Fab, what's going on, man? You just opened a Dope Era store. Before we get all into that, what's making you want to venture into other business ventures and besides rap? Why are you going into having a store? And I know you got Dope Era apparel. And why are you taking that into the store and going into fashion?
Well, it's not just so much fashion, man. Thank you for the introduction as well. That was nice. But when you're studying financial literacy, you understand the concept. The average millionaire has 7 different forms of currency and revenue. Some of them opulent, some of them may not be so successful. But when building, you don't worry about the size of the block. You just place the blocks to continue to keep building, and you continue to keep things moving forward. So I'm trying to, as a collective, get in, whatever it may be, fashion, music, songwriting, marketing, development, and whatever else stream that I feel that I would fit and find fitting for myself. And it's all about growing up, and it's all about money management. There have been several people that you and I have seen in our lives who balled. They had money, you know. Some lost it. Some went through other financial lapses that wasn't their fault. But one thing that I've seen on a consistency is those who've had great money management abilities have always endured through rigorous times and through difficult times. They've understood how to manage themselves, and that carries a long way. So I just want to, I'm learning and discovering the true nature and the meaning of financial literacy.
Son of a Pimp 2. Why'd you take this long? That was a classic album. Why'd you take this long to do it? Was this 10 years?
11 years, yeah, 10 years, 10 years, 11 years.
11 years, why'd you take 11 years, and then why'd you do Son of a Pimp 2 now?
I feel like I've built up the experience to share again. And what I mean by that is I've done several projects in between the times of, exactly. Son of a Pimp and this project.
So why did this one get the name?
This one got the name because it was something that I've been working on and something that I wanted to do. I wanted to do a follow-up to my album years later. Unfortunately, my mother passed, and it gave me many different feelings and different emotions that cultivated this idea that I want to immortalize my mother. Now, I was able to do so with my father by putting my father on the cover of the first one and, immortalized through pictures. So forever he'll be embedded in history. And I wanted to do that for my mother. And what better way to do it than coin the album Son of a Pimp 2 and meet up the standards musically with some great music to follow with it. So that's what I was able to do with this one.
How do you see the album? I mean, you gave it the name of your classic album. What is it musically? You just told us what it is philosophically. What is it musically, and why did it get the name musically?
Musically, I think this is my best piece of work ever. I was able to make music with my friends, for my friends.
Was this something that you did as one project, or you've been doing this for years?
I've been working on this project for 5-6 years.
So you've been collecting songs and putting this in that pile?
Yeah, collecting records. It's been, I throw this in the safe. I throw this in the vault. I'll work on this. I'll come back to this. So I actually, this was a Van Gogh-like project. This was a project, a painting that took some time to do. This wasn't a portrait that I formulated as I do other projects very fast. I took my time with this. And it showed me that when you make timeless music, there's no expiration date on it.
Right.
So there are several songs on here that may be 4 or 5 years old, but when people hear it, they can't tell, just based off the fact of there's no expiration date on timeless music. When you don't make music that's referencing the year of the car or the money or the clothing brand or the clothing line, materialistic popularization. When you don't do things in that form and you make music based off the true essence of life and the times, a reflection of those times, it can always take a person to that spot. So I feel like with this album, I was able to verbally create a depiction of what I saw mentally and what I felt. And it gives you that voyage. It takes you on that voyage. As I alluded to, I was able to make music with my friends, for my friends. Sometimes much that we don't get a chance to digest the things that we've eaten. So we'll shit all over the place. Now, when we realize what it is that we're doing as we mature, in that maturity, we learn to do and to not do certain things anymore. It's just certain things that I won't do. You know, you won't catch me going out promoting a certain lifestyle that I know that I'm not living. I won't fake promote it. I won't real promote it. I won't do it. You won't catch me doing, and when I was younger, there were certain things that I may have done that was culturally popular. Now I'm old enough to say I don't have to identify with these certain things to be popular. I create my own popularity.
Right.
And that just comes with maturity, man. And you can't knock someone for what they don't know, because there was a time where you didn't know.
Right.
So it's all about growing.
Mr. Fab, Son of a Pimp 2, is online right now. Last question, man. How would you want to be remembered? At the end of your career, we just lost Muhammad Ali, just lost Prince, we just lost Afeni Shakur. Like, we lost a lot of giants this year. When Fab take his final breath, how do you want the people to remember your art for?
I don't want people to even speak of me of rapper. You know, my significance on this culture and on this lifestyle will be far more than just music. Music has been a pedestal for me to get to the podium to speak about things that mean more than music. I would be more concerned with them talking about the philanthropy that we've been involved in. I would be more concerned with them saying about the lives that we've altered and that we've changed, about the gifts that we've given away, about the going to the group homes and the things that don't get on Instagram, the things that don't make the news, the headlines. You know what I'm saying? I would talk about how he would, you know, go out and befriend a homeless man, take him out to eat, talk him out to lunch, to learn his story and share his story. Those are the things that are far more important than music to me. You know, music is only so far, because I can forget a song, I can forget a lyric, but I would never forget what someone has done to me for my life. I would never forget someone that has fed me, someone that has taught me something. I'm using music as my poetic expression. I've been able to take my writings from a notebook and birth a career, which I'm happy for. I'm thankful and I'm blessed.